Thank you very much, George. To begin with, I'll quote one of the people I've admired of high intellectualism in Africa, Chinua Achebe. Chinua Achebe, in his work called Things Fall Apart, he seems to suggest that when things fall apart, the center cannot hold. Anarchy is loosed upon the world. In any case, we are trying to look at the defeat of General Museveni. It is on record. My brother, the Right Honorable Speaker of DP here, cited President Museveni on 4th December. The same thing happens to my brother, Ivan Bowe, admitting that it is true. We have corruption. We have corrupt officials. They have crippled public services. You know, what Ugandans fail to understand is when we have bad governance in this country that is checked with such vices that cannot be fought or cannot be checked by the leaders in power, we can never get absolute or good services like in public health services, the education sector. It is totally down, totally down. So in the incident that President Museveni admits that he has been defeated by this war, and the people, because we have three mainstream battalions in this war of corruption, as pointed out in page 96 of this book, The Defeat of President Museveni. The first is the Inspector General of Government, followed by the Office of the Prime Minister, followed by the President's Office. On so many occasions, or in so many occasions, the Prime Minister has come out to confess that actually, I love one thing about this new Prime Minister. Her arrogancy exposes the true face of governance in Uganda. In her arrogancy, she confesses that she has come to check the corrupt officials in the NRM, most specifically the OPM's office. OPM's office. Put her aside. Look at Nakalema. Colonel Nakalema, before she was reshuffled, she appeared on national television. She confessed to the world that some of her frustrations in fighting corruption are the corrupt officials themselves, the mafias, who the president himself has shielded. Go to the office of the IGG, Betty Kamya. Betty Kamya is saying that, well, I am going to introduce lifestyle audits. President Museveni is saying you will scare off our investors. So the new trend in Uganda is corruption is investment. That's what he's trying to communicate. But putting that aside, it is on record. President Museveni has chosen power at the cost of justice in this country. President Museveni has chosen, has decided to protect the corrupt at the cost of what he promised Ugandans in 1986. More so the Addis Ababa speech he makes that brings him at the limelight. Well, I believe that the appointment of Jim Muhwezi and other people that are on record for corruption cases that they have not answered. I don't know whether we young people that make up the biggest percentage in this country, 75.8%, are really content with making us toys. President Museveni has made us toys. Put aside Jim Muhwezi. Jim Muhwezi has an unanswered question. He says, well, be Minister of Security. It is on record. Professor Kanyihamba confesses in that book. And it is also on record that the minister, Kahinda Otafire, openly comes out to admit in an incident, if you read that book, I think it's around page 29, Professor Kanyihamba had been given a check to go for treatment abroad by the judiciary, a check of 10 million. What happens is because the check came through the Minister of Justice, Kahinda Otafire. Kahinda Otafire, we don't know how. The banks have not come out to explain. The IGG has not come out to explain. And this has gone to sections like the complaint has been lodged into people like the OPM, by then it was Ruhakana. They have not come out to discipline Kahinda Otafire or to question him. How do you forge? Because this is forgery, this is fraudulent, false obtainance of money. They do not come out to hold Kainda Otafire accountable. I find it so ironical that President Museveni is securing our future. In the event that President Museveni has confirmed there is corruption in this country, in the event that Nabanja openly, arrogantly confirms that she has come to fight the corrupt in OPM, and Nakalema is saying, I'm frustrated because of the corrupt protected by the president. Actually, these are some of the reasons why she was reshuffled and the public was lied that she has been given a scholarship to go and study abroad. They told us abroad. So in the incident that the IGG, OPM, and the office of the president have failed to fight corruption for 36 years. President Museveni tells us at the steps of parliament in 1986, mine is not a mere change. It is a fundamental change. The bigger question we have as young people, what happened for 36 years? If he has failed in 36 years, do we believe he can make it in 5 years? Impossible. President Museveni is that devil talked about in the Bible that came to steal, kill, and destroy. He has stolen from Ugandans because Ugandans have been taking care of President Museveni in State House, buying the guns and batons used by his son, President Mohozi, to torture Ugandans that practice their rights. So I'm concluding. So in any case that he has stolen from us, he has killed very many futures of young people. I believe this book is a mantle passed on to the young people. It is high time as young people we started to demand for change. We entertained the succession talk about President Museveni's demise. Because if we do not do it now, I don't think there is any right time. 2026 is not any far. But
Professor mentions about the Mohozi project in the same book. You're talking about the succession plan. He mentions about him accusing the new envoys being young people. Like he talked about Magombe, the Honorable Magombe as a new envoy. Both of them are young people. So what do you see in that level of the Mohozi project? You're saying succession. Are you okay with that?
I'm actually convicted to believe that the sense of young people has lost the sense of the word young people has lost meaning. We all know Honorable Magombe has served this country, and I was happy when she resigned, believing that she has done her part for this country. She went to explore her ability elsewhere, which I believe President Museveni should also put down the mantle. If he believes and his fanatics that he has served this country, he should put down, he should actually resign. He should step down and entertain the talk about young people. Let us ask, first of all, I would ask myself, who is a young person? The National Youth Council Act defines a young person as one who is between the age of 18 and 30 years. When you go to elsewhere, the UN documents and African Union, they define a young person as one between the age of 18 and 35. So I do not know whether the people you're citing for me on the appointment list of President Museveni, there is one that falls in that age group. We are living in limbo.
But that is what is in the that is what is in the book.
This is what. Well, this is. I don't think that is what is in the book. I don't think that is what is in the book. Well, he tries to refer to the resignation of Betty. Actually, the resignation of Betty Bigombe and the reappointment of Betty Bigombe and so many other people. And to me, I want to conclude by saying that President Museveni should actually prepare joining his generation in retirement and leave young people like today we are having many on the front line